Hi YouTubers, it's Mark from HBW Brewery. Welcome to a brew day. Now, I've not organised this very well. What's new? I never organise these things that well. So I've had to knock up a recipe this morning. Yeah, I didn't just go with the recipe I've done before. I've done something slightly different. Now, the reason being, to organise myself here, this here book. Right, I virtually never look in books and just copy stuff out. I just sort of make it up, and I thought, you know, I'm going to make something out of a book. So, I tied a bit of a box out at home, and this had something else in it as a bookmark. And thought, why is that? So it's not the oatmeal stout. It's actually come up with a NEIPA. Tons of recipes out there. Just Google a NEIPA recipe. I've made two myself. So this is the John Finch book, and someone bought me this. I don't know who got it. Probably girlfriend. So it's got a NEIPA, and to be honest, it's just like a lot of other ones I've had. So pale malt, they put some caramel in, some wheat, and some rolled oats. So I didn't have the wheat malt, even though it's only like less than 20%. I had the rolled oats, of course. And then they used Galaxy Citra Galaxy Mosaic, and then dry hop with Citra Galaxy Mosaic again. Now I've changed that out. I didn't do the Galaxy. I've got some, but I've got some Equinox to use up, or it's actually that old, it's Equinox, so I need to get that used up. Now it might be not as hoppy. I don't know what to carry on yet, but I'm going to use that now. So we're using Brewfather today. I've tapped it all in, going for a 30-minute boil. It should come out at 5.3, so let's just start the brew. Oh, by the way, I've worked out I haven't actually got the Cross My Loof haze yeast, so I might be using US-05 or an alternative yeast, which I need to look at. Right, let's start the brew day. Oh, Avast, you are a pain in the go away. Oh, would you like to update? Would you like to get something that you're going to pay for? Avast, get screwed. I'm seriously thinking of uninstalling that. Me off. Right, well, have I started? No, I said start brewing. Right, what do I do now? Oh my god, I so need to really get a life and do something else. Right, well, whilst I've been waffling, the strike water has got up temperature. Now, I bought something from Angel Homebrewing recently, and I know the Angel Homebrew, the brewing system, and the Brew Monk, the Clarcher, what's it called? Oh yeah, they're all about the same. So, on the Brew Monk, they don't come with this, right? They don't come with, I mean, a top for the things. Now, Angel Homebrew sell their own. Thought I'd buy one, so I've got one. It doesn't fit. Yeah, I thought it was the same. It's not, so that's like, there's no thread on there, you see, so that's just like wobbly as hell. So, yeah, oh well, never mind. I've got a cap for something. Maybe I can put something on there and adapt it. Right, well, let's put the grains in then. Right, we've added all the grains in. So we're talking 3 kilograms of Maris Otter, 200 of wheat malt, 200 rolled oats, or porridge oats in my case, and 190 of light crystal malt. Well, say light crystal, it's IBU of EBC, sorry, of 100, so it's quite actually it's not that light, is it? But I always found with me all-in-one here, me Brew Monk, is it gives quite a thick consistency, so I put the water pump on a little bit just to get a little bit of water flowing round, which sorts it out. This is still quite thick, quite compacted actually. I didn't use any rice hulls, I've never used them, I've never had a problem. So, you can hear it binging. It expects me now to stick it on for the mash, so I'll put the lid on and we're off. Oh, let's move that down. So it won't go any lower than that, that's the lowest setting. I am probably pushing this to its limit really, as in smallest limit you can do. Okay, so we're on there, let's turn the pump back on. Let's get a bit going in here. I'm not using the top mesh, I'm not bothering. Right, so we've got it coming out. I actually don't use this lid sometimes because basically, you know, it's like it really interferes with me having a look. So I'm going to have to pretty adjust the pipe and the flow, sorry, just a flow, so I get a nice bit of a bit above the grain bed. But of course I don't want to let the pump starve. That's why that's there, so it goes down the middle. But as you say, I can't make it any lower. So really, I am on the lowest setting I can go. Also, it's not freaking level, is it? Look, I need to get some beer mats, stick it under my stand. Probably means the shed's not level, but yeah, I understand it probably isn't. So look, yeah. Right, what I'll do, this is binging away, so I'll keep my eye on it, and we've got a 1 hour mash. Now the mash is over. It's not very clear, but the mash is over. I did have the top filter on for a while. I'm going to sparge it now to make a volume of 18.6 litres, 18.68. So yeah, I'll turn the pump off and then we'll sparge it. By the way, that just fits in perfectly into my big brew pot, so technically I should be able to use that brew pot in an emergency if my brew monk ever failed. Hey, brew monk! Right, it says 18.6 with 18 spot on. I'm quite happy with that because this doesn't actually, the profile's wrong and the boil off isn't perfect according to the software. I know I need to tweak it. Quite murky, a little darker than I thought, but whatever. Right, we need to put a boil on. Software says boil. I'm in manual mode today, so I just need to do some power. Yeah. Manual mode. Yeah. We're doing get that backed up to 19. So I'll do 1900 time. It wants to be 30-minute boil today. And start. So it's heating up. So the boil has started. Well, heating up. Got the one on the element of course, you don't put the pump on when you're boiling. Right. Wait till it starts boiling, and then we've got the first edition. Will be a Wolf Lock tablet, and then there's some 10 hop editions for hops. I don't think my extractor fan's working. Mrs. Overdog has just said there's nothing coming out the back. So that needs to be investigated, and it's a cold day, so look, the steam is everywhere. You probably can't see it on camera, but the steam coming out, going up there. Yeah, bit steamy today. Look at that. Right. 15 minutes are up. Time for. I was going to put a Protoflock tablet in, but it's going to be like, you know, cloudy. What's the point? I don't need to do that. Hops weighed out for the 10-minute edition, and I'm going to put a little bit of yeast nutrient in because I've got some to use up. So yeah, it's stopped boiling at the moment. Well, it thinks it is. It's struggling to maintain the boil. It was extremely vigorous a few minutes ago. I have got the element on 1900. Anyway, I better get this in, and then another 4 minutes, well 3 minutes and 14 seconds for the first hop, which is 20 of Citra and 20 of Galaxy. Okay, the software says add 20 of Citra and 20 of Equinox, but I said Galaxy early on. I did say Galaxy, but it's Equinox. So I can prove to you it is Equinox. Equinox. It's old, so it's just going to go straight in. That's been the freezer, that. So whoa. And it's a bit old, so I need to use it up. Oh, amazing smell. Maybe steaming up here. Can you see the shed? Look. My extractor fan is definitely not working. Even if I turn it on, it doesn't work. Steam sort of goes in. Sort of. I can see steam going in, but the brewery's here and it's like in front of the extractor, so I need to do something else with it. So, 8.5 minutes to go. Now the camera's making it look a lot more steamy than it is. It's literally gone. Do not do this, right? I lifted up my Brie Monk off my little wooden stand that I built onto the bench, so it's actually underneath the extractor, and within minutes it was clear. Now you can still see on the ceiling here, the roof, that it's, you can see it's steamy. So I need to sort out this. In fact, there's a cobweb there, look at that. Can't see it showing on camera properly, but yes, cobweb's got condensation on it. And also, I've got a drip. Luckily, it's missing my laptop, and it's also missing the beer. These lights, by the way, are for another project I'm working on. I want lots of light on the bench so I can film stuff, including this. This is for another project. I forgot to take it off, and the project is actually another YouTube channel. I've got another one already, but I'm gonna have a third because I'm greedy. So yes, it's extracting, but it needs fixing. Need to try and sort something else out. Anyway, we're down to 91.7 or 8. We wait till it gets to 80, and then I've got a 15-minute hop stand. So Citra, Mosaic, and Equinox. I've not got the Mosaic out the freezer. Right, be back. Well, we're almost there. 83 point. It's still 83.5. It's getting there. 83.6, 7. I can't be bothered to wait anymore. I'm not going to stir it up because I like to get all the proteins to fall to the bottom. So I'm just going to throw the hops in, which are here. Whoa, zoom you out. Yeah, so we've got. Right, let me lift you up. So we've got the Equinox, got some Mosaic, and we've got some Citra to go in. Yep, cross my loop again. There's a lot of their hops. This is an old pack now. There was some left over, so a bit ripe. So let's just look on me. What did I put on? Right, there should be basically equal amounts. So there should have been 30, 30, 30. But because of pack size and what's left, it's going to end up with 30 of Citra, because that was a brand new pack today. 25.4 of Equinox and 36 of Mosaic. Now it's a hop stand, it'll just it'll be right. Okay, so they're going to go in right now at a temperature of 82.8-ish. You're going to steam up, aren't you? Yeah, you've steamed up. Right, well that's going to sit in there now. Come on, steam. Get in there. Right, okay. I keep forgetting to do this. Right. Click the bloody button. Click the button. Right, we're off. It's off for a hop stand of 15 minutes. Just going to leave it there. Okay, when you come back, we shall be... What we're going to do next? Oh yeah, we're going to put it in the fermenter bucket, which I've just sanitised. Okay, hop stand's over. It's been over 15 minutes, so that would be it for today. So let's just get the beer out of here and into here. Now this might splash a lot. I really could do to lift this bucket up, couldn't I? But I can't. Hold on. Let's be clever about this, Mark. Let's put something else under there. Ah, I've got it. It's a toolbox. Perfect. Perfect, look. It's not dangerous at all, is it? Stand, toolbox. So that's it. We can just turn this on and let it come out. Coming off. This, by the way, is still at 73 degrees. I'm not doing any chill today. I'm going to put it in the fermenter, put it in the fridge over there and just let it cool down overnight. Don't worry, it'll be fine. You all panic too much out there. Oh, is the tap off? Yeah, the tap's off. Well, YouTubers, another successful brew day. It says successful, he's not put the yeast in yet and not tried it. So we got just short of 15 litres. My target was 16. I had nearly a litre, well, 0.6 of a litre short. So yeah, it's almost there. There's quite a lot of trub in the bottom of the brew monk. I'm not, the bazooka filter was filtering it, but it was going to take ages, so I've just left it in the bottom. So what are we on now? Time wise, it's 5 o'clock. I was looking to finish at 5:15, so I've done quite well. So as usual, I'll do the good, the bad and the ugly. So the ugly, nothing. It all worked really, really well. The bad, the extractor fan needs a bit of work, or I just move the brewing all-in-one brew monk onto the bench after I have sparged. I could do, it shouldn't use the handles. It says not to use the handles when it's full because they're not set for that weight. So I might have to lift up some mechanism. We did have a chat on a previous video about maybe chopping the brew bench in the middle, but it's actually quite structural, the whole lot of going across, so I'm not going to do that. I'm thinking I might get a lift that can just lift it up, slide it over, and then when it's finished, because it's empty, it's going to be, you know, it's just lift it off. Future video. Yeah, so finally good. Well, it's all been a pretty good day. It's been freaking cold. What are we on now? Down to 11.5 degrees in here, so it's going cool. I need to get this brew monk to my back door. I've food's running ready, so I'm going to have to do this after my food, and it's going to go cold. I need to get it done ASAP, don't I really? Okay, YouTubers, it's been a few weeks since I brewed the beer. Looking at the board, I kegged it on the 7th of December, I dry hopped it on the 10th. It was dry hopped from memory for something like 6 days, a little longer than I wanted, but hey ho. Today is the 24th of December and we're in the shed to try a sample. Now I've just pulled off the dregs off the bottom. I don't know if I've pulled off enough off, but hey, whatever. We shall try some of this beer and see what it comes out like. It's murky, which is what I wanted, being a sort of NEIPA with a haze yeast. A little darker. We'll come to that in a minute. So, this is the beer. It's a little darker than I imagined, but that's because during the brew day I noticed that my caramel malts were actually meant to be sort of like a lighter caramel malt, but the EBC was 100, which is pretty dark, so yeah, that's why the colour is what it is, but it's still pretty good. Yeast wise, I normally use Cross My Louvre, that's the supplier, the haze yeast, but I didn't have any in, so I used the Cross My Louvre 4, FOUR spelling, they don't put the number on. That is meant to be their equivalent of SO4 from Sapphire. So colour wise, a little bit darker. Yes, it is hazy. I didn't think it would be this hazy using that yeast, but it's good. I've just been showing you the Decadence glass. Nice beer. Right, well, let's go for it. Oh, it's very cold in here. The fridge, if you don't know, most fridge freezers don't work in very cold places. The shed today was just under 5 degrees centigrade when I came in. So I've got the fridge freezer on bypass, which means it's always chilling, which means this is cold, and it is cold. So combination wise, it looks like it's undercarbed. It's been on for about 4 days. I've got to get my carbonation better. Anyway, let's try the beer. Wow, on the nose. Yeah, the mosaic's going straight away through. You actually get... Oh, it's lovely. You get the lychee. I think it's it is. It's lychee, or what's the other fruit that's really fresh, slightly melony. You don't get much of the citra. I'm surprised at that, and it could be the Equinox, or Equinaut being its new name. I've rarely used this hop, so that may be the main smell I'm getting rather than being mosaic. Right, I'm gonna go for it. Well, it's cold. Oh God, it's cold. We're alright. Quite an interesting beer, actually. Instant, you get a bitter flavour. Now, it's not like the bittering hops flavour. It's less bitter, but it's very pronounced, and that is lasting. I can still get it. It's slowly fading away. But backed up with that is a very, I don't want to use the word fruity because it's not fruity, as in like a fruit salad or something like that. It's really hard. Alright, okay. This is why I don't taste beers, okay? Because what I think and what you think are going to be completely different. And you'll get these people, oh, I get whiffs of... I've done this video before, haven't I? Effervescence of angel's wings and bollocks. Okay. The original bitter is there. Now, it's quite green. I know it's a NEIPA. I know it's also too cold. It should really warm up. But you get initial bitter. That is actually lasting quite long. I think if I did it again, I did put some bittering hops in the last, was it 15 minutes? I can't remember now. I'll try and look on the recipe. I think they could be halved, or miss them out at all altogether, and put them in just the whirlpool. Speaking of the whirlpool, that's where most of the hops were, that and the dry hop. The whirlpool, they're coming through excellently. Really nice. That's you will get a slight bitter off that, but you do get a lot of flavour, and that is nice actually. In its current green state, I don't think I could drink many pints of it. It is a little bit overpowering, but I said that will die off. It's definitely what's coming through is the Equinox or Equinaut. Same hop in it. Yeah, that is definitely coming through, and I like that. That is a nice hop. Right, I've just shoved it in front of the fan heater next to me for about a minute, and that's a lot better. I whizzed it round in the glass, and you can see the head is actually it's forming really well. So it's just basically chill haze, I think, which is affecting it. So that's actually looking quite nice. I'm just going to go from the smell. Same smell, it's definitely Equinaut that's coming through. It's not, there's a mixture of mosaic with it, but the mosaic is being overpowered, and it's got to be by the one hop I've not used before, Equinaut. So I think I would dial back the amount of Equinaut. It could be in the dry hop. It's the first time I've made it, so like all recipes, you have to fine tune these things. So It is good, but it needs some kind of attention just to dial back a little bit, to fine tune it, and then it would be a mega beer. Taste wise, yeah, instant bitterness. It reminds me of another beer I've had many years ago from a brewery that was trying to do this sort of style. I think I've over hopped it, but never mind. It's still nice, and I guess another week, maybe 2 weeks, it'll be extremely drinkable. Just that bitterness, when that's died away, it would be mega. Right, well, that's my opinion of my beer. The recipe I'll try and stick on. I sometimes forget, or I'm finding issues with YouTube. I can't put things over the top overlays, so I've put a picture on, it just looks a bit crap, but I can always put it on one of the sites. Look, I'm gassing here, lads and girls. Right, okay, so round up, very nice beer, needs fine tuning. Would I buy it in a pub if I went and saw it? I probably would, but I'd only have 1 pint, maybe 2, okay? So that's what I think of it. Right, well, this is Mark from Hoverdog Brewery, signing off, and as always, stay thirsty. Oh, I'm out to another.